face dogs. This episode did not disappoint unless you hate this show. I'm just gonna say it. There was a lot of face in this episode, and it was Mason's face, and it was all over the place. I mean, I was just not prepared for that right now. There was much speculation about whether or not Hannibal's psychiatrist Bedelia was going to make an appearance before the end of the season, and lo and behold, here she was. And she was beautiful and perfect. The only that she could have witnessed, what she says, is that she witnessed his influence over her and his very powerful persuasion. And it wasn't a coercion. It was more of a persuasion manipulation. And she is very much aware of it. She kind of turns the tables on them and says, you think that he's not in on it, or he doesn't know about what you're doing? This is his game. This is his chess game. He totally has control over the situation. Maybe that's what you should be thinking about. In this episode, Mason plots revenge. They actually capture Hannibal. Of course, it doesn't work out because Will's still in his endgame. It's not enough for Will that Hannibal dies getting eaten by pigs. No, he wants justice. He doesn't want Hannibal to end up somebody's food. He wants Hannibal to come out and say, and be the Chesapeake Ripper. He wants to be vindicated. He wants everyone to know who he really is, who Hannibal really is. It's not enough for Hannibal just to die that way and his body to be gone. No, because that is his design. That is what he wants. He knows that there's another way to do this. There's another way to get to Hannibal, and he's going to pursue that route because he's already working on it with Jack. If you remember him saying, you bait him, I hook him. Will is convinced he's a really good fisherman, and that's why I'm so glad that he is working with Jack to get Hannibal. Throughout the episode, we do get these little hints as to does Hannibal know about this whole thing? Is he aware of what's going on? Is he in on it? Is he playing their game just enough to make them think that they're in control when in fact he really is in control? It's become unclear who is pursuing who. It kind of is reminiscent of the episode. The whole episode was like, well, is Hannibal in charge? Is Will in charge? Is Jack in charge? These three people are going to have to come together at some point, and Will is going to have to make a decision between either of them, between Jack and Hannibal. Will convinces Hannibal to tell Jack who he is, and Hannibal is like, yeah, I owe it to him. He's one of my best friends. I should tell him. So silly. Mason, best line of the night. I'm full of myself. Why didn't Mason give up Hannibal? He wants revenge. Is it simple as that? Mason's the kind of guy who's just not going to let this go away. I mean, Hannibal didn't kill him. We know why Hannibal didn't kill him. Because he didn't want to kill him in front of Will. Now, Will knows everything about what Hannibal's been doing, but Hannibal hasn't outright said it. And that is Hannibal's one advantage, is that he hasn't outright said it, and he hasn't outright done anything in front of Will so that Will can have that hard proof evidence that he needs in order to capture him. Giving him a bad trip and a narcotic to where Mason cuts off his own face isn't enough proof, to put Hannibal behind bars. He needs more than that. Will needs more than that. Does anyone else realize that Alana is the only person in the whole world that doesn't know that Hannibal's the killer? Will knew it first. Jack kind of suspects it now, and he knows now. The BAU team's in on it. Freddie had to die, and now she knows. And, Mason knows. Margot knows. Everybody in the damn world knows, except Alana. Still clueless. She kind of has an idea, but not quite all there. Give me your theories about what's going to happen in the next episode. Is Alana going to die? Who's going to die? Is Bedelia going to die? Is Alana going to die? Is Jack for sure gonna die? Because we know what happens in the promos, and in the first episode of the season, we see Jack get stabbed in the neck. Is that enough to kill him? Will he be back for season 3? Do we know? Spoiler alert! Let me know, tell me, and I will be so excited to talk back and tell you what I think. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next week.